Remember how puzzled we were when Rudy Giuliani on Sean Hannity's program a number of weeks ago came out and said that he paid the money back to Michael Cohen, and then we went through all of the explanations of this couldn't be an illegal campaign contribution because the money was reimbursed, and everybody was shaking their heads or scratching their heads as to why Rudy Giuliani would suddenly come out of the blue and say it. Well, we may now know the reason why. It's because it is detailed in the president's financial disclosure, which was just released by the Office of Government Ethics. It's included at the bottom of page 2 and in more detail at the bottom of page 45, where it says, quote, this in the interest of transparency, while not required to be disclosed as, quote, reportable liabilities on Part 8, in 2016, expenses were incurred by one of Donald J. Trump's attorneys, Michael Cohen. Mr. Cohen sought reimbursement of those expenses, and Mr. Trump fully reimbursed Mr. Cohen in 2017. The category of value would be $100,001. Let me try that again. $100,001 to $250,000, and the interest rate would be 0. I managed to finally get out of our printer a printout of page 45. It's got a number of reportable liabilities that the president has. Ladder Capital Finance, Deutsche Bank Trust Company. We've heard about Deutsche Bank, Investor Savings Bank. But it's just a note at the bottom of this page that discloses the payments to Michael Cohen. Again, here at the bottom of page 45, it says that it's not required to be disclosed as reportable liabilities. But then on page 2, there is yet another note that says it needs to be disclosed as reportable liabilities.
I'm going to step in here because I don't have a lot of time with you, and I want to make sure I'm clear on this. So people watching this are going to say, well, why do we care about this? And we haven't connected any dots here yet. Maybe they don't need to be connected. I don't know. But would this have anything to do? Michael Cohen represents Stormy Daniels, and we haven't said that yet. And is that what they're looking for? What are they looking for?
What, in this financial disclosure?
Not represent, but yeah. So what are they looking for in terms? Is that a connection that he paid that money to Stormy Daniels? Excuse me, doesn't represent, but would have paid her that amount of money?
I think Rudy Giuliani has already connected those dots, that Michael Cohen paid the money to Stormy Daniels out of monies that the president was giving him for expenses or as a retainer. So, but I think this really gives us a reason why Rudy Giuliani came out with that a number of weeks ago, because they knew probably at that point that it would show up in the president's financial disclosure. And can you imagine if people discovered this nugget out of the blue in this document? So I think that they were just trying to get ahead of it, take it off the table. So now we're looking at it as basically just a second reference.
All right. John Roberts, thank you for making that report for us and clearing it up. We appreciate it.
As clear as possible.
Right?